Live from
Oslo, our capital.
It's the Wake Up Show with your host, Wolf Thunder Flitty.
Teste. Er det 4? Ja, nå skjedde det noe. Ja. Welcome, Ken. So good to have you on the show. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Ulf. Thank you for this heartwarming invitation to be a part of your moment. Yes. I love you. I love you too. Thank you. Yes, I like food very much. How do you like food now? You have not eaten for 1 week. Oh, you have now, but yeah. Is that a spoiler? Is that no? No, no spoiler. No? Okay. Oh, hell yeah. For me? God damn. Thank you. For you. Mm. You wish you could tell me what it tastes like? No? Yeah. It's good. It was actually not too good. Now we do this one. Hmm. They taste better now, right? Okay. Mm. Everything tastes more, yeah. Everything tastes more after 1 week. Yeah, it's true. How was the first bite? Oh, I'm gonna read it. Yeah, the first bite after 7 days. Did you only drink water, or did you like have any taste experience? Only water. Only water. 1 bottle of sparkling water. Only 1 bottle of sparkling water, which was divine. Was that your diet for the day? 1 bottle of sparkling? No, okay. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. The whole... Are you shitting me? Like, so you went only air on water? Okay, cool. Okay. I get it. Good plan. No, I have not. Oh, shit. Have you ever fasted? No. If that's a question for me. No. Will you? Why not? Oh. I've never wanted to. I've never seriously considered it. I've read about it, heard about it, and it has not fascinated me. So no, I haven't done it. I have done a juice fast, if that counts. 6 days of only juice, but that's not a fast. Like green juices. I've done that. No hard food. And I've never felt better. Like never, ever, ever, I think. But would that count as a fast? It's a version of it, yeah. Why only once? Juice fast. Why only once? Why only once? Why only once? Yes, I liked it. Then why only once? That's a good question. That's a good one. Well, maybe I'm lying. I've only done 6-7 days one time. I've done 3 days more times, yeah. So maybe more, I don't know. But I have no answer to this. I have no answer to this. I will do more. I love you either way. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now we should cue the what's that song? Can you play guitar? I know, I know you can, but you know. You want me to play guitar here and now? Is that the question? I can, there's no guitar here. What do you take me for? It's the WakeUp Show. Obviously he has a guitar, okay. Well, I will play if you sing. Yeah, a good one. Have you just started playing now recently? Or is that like a thing in your life a long time? I started with a plague. Okay, that's good. I started doing puzzles in the plague. Yeah, or like one puzzle. I didn't finish it though. It's really bad. But it was nice for a few weeks. How many pieces? 500, I think. It's a small. But yeah, I get distracted very easily, sir, mister. I had like 3 guitars in my house, and you didn't fit. I know, I didn't finish. I know. We only had 8 months. I think 500, not more than 1,000. No, not 5,000. No. I think 500. Yeah, we only had 7 or 8 months. I told you of this plague. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you get distracted. What can I say? There's too much fun to do when you don't have to do shit. It's really hard. I've never been to San. What's the mean? Oh shit, you can't say. I like this backdrop. Yeah. Oh, and it's pink. Of course, it's pink. Let me get some water. The show is going to San Fran. That's right. That's why it's the vision board is up there. Right. When do you have a date for this? For the opening finale? No, season. The pilot. Okay, because came to me in a dream. Yeah, I heard. It's good. Yeah. It's nice. God and James Corden told me. Cool. Was it a good dream? Was it like, yeah? Were they both in the scene? Like God and James Corden? Lucid stuff, yeah. yeah, 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 yeah. The good stuff. Was James Corden in a cat suit? No, no cat suit. Okay. The dreams I had during fast was insane. Really, you noticed the difference? Like proper difference? And did you remember more of the dreams because of the fasting? You did, huh? How different? Like next level, lucid stuff. Okay. Aliens. Jesus. Aliens and Jesus. Wow. Wow. How long did it take from the fast begun, like when it started, until you started noticing difference in your dreams? Like, were you like 2-3 days in, or first night? Really? Oh, cool. And it escalated from there? Shit. Really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wonder how this one's going to be today. So guitar, okay. What will you play? Well, I'm just gonna strum, and then while you eat. I don't think I know any songs with. What kind of music do you like to play? You've had 8 months of a plague rehearsal. What songs do you know? Show me the money. Yeah, well, it's a fancy chord. I can do it. good. That's good. Yeah. Ha! En gang til. 23, 24. 23, 24. Men det er jo dritlenge til. Skal vi sitte her og mime i en time til? Det var dårlig planlagt. Skal du lese? Eller skal du sitte og skal folk se på at du leser? Ja, det er sant det. Det har du gjort. Jeg har sett litt grann på de greiene. Det er, ja. Det tok en jævlig vanskelig kort. Oi. Ja, da er jeg ferdig. Fin sang. Litt mer. Synge. Si. Jeg vet ikke hva du mener, jeg. Jeg er ikke så god på sånne der, forstå sånne tegn. Åh! Ok da. English. Okay. I can do that for you. I forgot. Do you still love me? Good. How long did you have to save for your hair to become that long? A good question. It always starts with not saving. Just like, and suddenly it's this long. But now I would say years. 2 years, I would say. I would guess. I don't know. I don't know. But probably a few years. Yeah. No, 3. Yeah. It looks good, man. Thank you. It's all the salt water, I think. Yeah. The fjords of Oslo. Conditioner? No, never. Conditioner? I don't know what that even does. No, nothing. No. The secret is salt, I think. The fjord of Oslo. Yeah. What's the secret behind your locks? Yeah. The plague. I like it. Are you gonna continue? You could be cool with long hair. Have you ever had it? Have you ever tried? Or like, the plague. What do you call it, the plague? I didn't. Sounds cooler than pandemic. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I didn't like my hair before for 20 years or more, or 20 years back. So cut it short. So you had long hair 20 years ago. You cut it short? No? Not this long. Okay. So you've never had long hair. That's what you're saying. Didn't like it. Didn't like the waviness. Yeah, okay, okay. But it's okay now. But it's cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's cool, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're building up cool points, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 1 fucking hour. Yeah. And then you only have 30, what? 34 minutes or something to talk? 36 minutes? Yeah, fuck, yeah, I agree. Fuck! Yeah, fuck. This is oh, family show. No, this is not a family show. This is a wake-up show, yeah. Yeah. So maybe I should read to you then, since there's I would. Oh, from here, okay. Okay. Spinning rod or a flipping stick. If you ever want to take advantage of a town's generosity, befriend its minister. People just can't seem to refuse a request from a man of the cloth. Ken Olsen. Interesting. Okay, I like this book. It's a fan. Ken Olsen, for instance, didn't enjoy being woken up at 6 on a Saturday morning, and he certainly didn't want to rent his boat to a couple of strangers. But the Reverend smiled beautifully. But the Reverend smiled. I've actually never heard this word before, so I'm going to take a moment for myself. Beatifically. Beatifically. Good. Ken Olsen, for instance, didn't enjoy being woken up at 6 on a Saturday morning, and he certainly didn't want to rent his boat to a couple of strangers. But the Reverend smiled beatifically and said, "If the lilies of the field be so." Soon, we had an aluminum boat with an ancient 4-horse Mercury engine tied up at the dock. $20. Carl Finch was barely able to carry his hangover to the general store and write up a fishing license for me. Instead of complaining, he apologized for being drunk, and the Reverend said, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." We ran into a snag with the tackle shop. The Reverend squared his shoulders. The only place to sell fishing rods in town, and it would have a and it would have to belong to an agnostic. Oh, well, boys, let's give it a try. Phil Jackman of Jackman's S'mores eyed us with suspicion as we tapped on his shop window. 9 o'clock's when we open. But this is an emergency, the Reverend said. These boys need to get to the contest in time, and they need equipment. Phil chuckled. You two, entering the tournament? This I gotta see. He opened the shop door, and I smelled for the first time the perfume of a tackle shop. Bait ranks, rubber worms, and WD-40. An array of flashy spoons and minnow-shaped lures sparkled among a small forest of fishing rods. How much money do you want to spend? Enough for 1 pole and 1 fishing net, I hope, I said. It's a rod, not a pole. Know what brand you want? Not exactly. Spinning rod or flipping stick? I don't know. I'm not very... You want a pistol grip? Or one of these egg beaters? He's new to the piscatorial arts. Yeah, man, he's a virgin. The Reverend grimaced. Phil, please, just give him something easy to use. Easy, huh? Well, there's this. He pulled a rod from a barrel of rods 5 feet long and sturdy with a foam rubber handle. And this? He handed over an egg-shaped reel with a hole in the front, of it, and a big button on the back. What line you want on it? Yes, please. Good grief, he said as he opened the reel front and tied a loop of line through the hole and onto the inner spool. Better give you something with some backbone. 12-pound stren ought to 12-pound stren ought to do it. Thank you, sir. He looked up and softened a bit. You're not really going to try this contest, are you? I am. If you win it, I'll eat my hat. Here. He handed me a paper bag. I throw in a few jelly worms and jig heads. You want the box from the line? Has pictures of knots on the back of it. Yes, sir. It's a cool story, yeah. You want me to continue, or, yeah? We only have 58 more minutes. Yeah. It's election today. You don't care? No. We went to a park and practiced the knots illustrated on the back of the line box. No water. Figured I should try casting something safe before tying on a worm so we can use a big walnut. I stepped into the open grass and breathed this is a difficult word, and breathed in a few times and tried to relax. The rod felt pretty good. The best $20 I'd ever spent. The only $22 I'd ever spent. I understood what he meant by pistol grip. The handle below where the reel sat had a small curve like a trigger. The reel, shiny and black, had a few knobs and buttons that I hoped to figure out later. I squared my shoulders and reached back to try my first cast when a voice whirped in from behind me. What you doing? I looked back to see a freckle-faced little girl wheeling a baby carriage. She wouldn't have been more than 6 years old, dressed in jeans and t-shirt, with her reddish-brown hair in a short bowl cut. She looked more like a little boy. Can I play? No, I said. I'm trying to fish. I mean, I'm practicing. Please! No! It's not a game. Now just you step back. I cast as hard as I could, and the walnut flew back, clipped me on the ear, and bounced off Cookie, who yelped. I hopped up and down, my eyes watered. Damn! It's worse than a jumping cactus, I said as the girl bust out laughing. When I looked up to no water and the Reverend for supper, when I looked up to no water and the Reverend for support, they were leaning against a tree, laughing like a couple of hyenas. Shut it, I said to the girl, but the other two knew I meant them to. The girl was unfazed by my fury. You're doing it all wrong. Yeah, I guess that, I snapped. I tried again, but the pistol grip point just dug into my hand and the line broke, this time sending the walnut flying 50 yards or so. The dogs scattered. Cookie hid under a bush and whined. No water, and the Reverend shook with delight. You're silly, the girl said. You're gonna get it, I said. But she just eyeballed me. It's upside down, she said. No, I've seen them in magazines and the reel goes down. Not a reel, she said. My daddy showed me. She grabbed a rod, turned it around, and handed it to me. It did feel better in her hand. Okay, she said. Push the thumb button. When you cast, let it go. The way the line goes out, silly head. I tried on a small piece of wood and tried the rod the right way. Pushed the button and threw. It worked. Not a great cast or even a good one, but the chip flew 10 feet or so. The girl clapped and I felt bad for snapping at her. You want to try one? I said, sure. She waved her finger at the baby carriage. You stay put, Bertie. A little head poked itself out of the carriage and whined. It was a short-haired terrier, about the size of a large rabbit, dressed in a doll's bib and bonnet. The hounds perked up and Cookie crawled out from hiding to sniff. In the little, what is this book? The Gift of No Water. Good. The hounds perked up and Cookie crawled out from hiding to sniff in the little creature. I had to call them back from crawling into the carriage after it. The girl's name was Dottie, she told us, and she would cast my new rod 25 feet. She told me about drag, which was the dial at the top of the reel that lets the line play out with a buzz so that when a fish runs, it can pull the line out instead of breaking it. And don't reel when the reel buzzes and you'll twist up your line, she explained. And fight a fish by pumping the rod up, then reeling it down. My daddy says, pump and reel, pump and reel. No water and yeah, you want to play music to this? Underneath? No? No water, and the Reverend listened with a mixture of admiration and disbelief. Out of the months of babes, the Reverend murmured. My daddy says you gotta practice on real fish. He trained me up on carp. What's a carp? Big yellow fish, she said. They're dumb, and they eat bread, and nobody wants them except the damn Japs. The Reverend held up a hand. Dottie, you've just insulted a species of fish, a minister, and the island of Japan all in the same sentence. Sorry. Anyways, you have to catch some carp to practice. That's what my daddy says. We just don't have the time. The tournament starts in an hour and we still have to register. Benjamin, you'll just have to wing it. She stamped her foot. My dad says you have to practice. Suddenly she smiled. I got an idea. There are some ideas that you just know are trouble, and Dottie's had disaster written all over it. But there we were, a minister, a medicine man, and a 15-year-old boy trying to tie a fisherman's knot onto the shoulder harness of a wire-haired terrier. Shouldn't we at least remove the bonnet? I said. No, Dottie said. Miss Purdy doesn't like the sun. Okay, No Water said, "The name is No Water." It's the best way. Okay, No Water said, "Let's see how that rod works." Careful, the Reverend whispered. Oh, whispered. Careful. Let's just start off slowly, test out the waters. How's your drag? I checked, pulling the line from the reel just right. Okay, remember what Dottie said, pump and reel. Dottie knelt next to Miss Purdy, who had begun to struggle. The hounds perked up, sensing that adventure was afoot. 1, 2, 3, go! Miss Purdy walked 3 short steps, sat back on her hunches, and began to lick herself intently, revealing under no uncertain terms that she was actually a he. We all looked at each other. The Reverend cleared his throat. Dottie, maybe Miss Purdy isn't the best bass imitation. She's just warming up, Dottie said. We waited for a minute to see if anything would happen. But the little dog finished the cleaning session and curled up for a little nap. Okay, boys, the Reverend said. Let's go to the dock. Dottie, thanks for your expertise. Just then, Miss Purdy looked out to a distant tree across the lawn and spotted a squirrel dancing its way around the thick grass. Look out! No Water shouted, and before I even knew what he meant, my reel squealed to life, and the rod jumped around in my hand like a thing possessed. Miss Purdy rocketed into a 20-yard run, jolted sideways, and launched himself into the air, the hounds galloping after him in full bellow. Good heavens! Cried the Reverend. It's like a school of pike after a bluegill. Yo! Dottie hollered. Don't horse him! No Water shouted. Keep him out of that shrub! Now the terrier had gone the distance to the tree. And try as I might, I couldn't regain any line. What are you waiting for? The Reverend shouted after him. I ran, reeling as fast as I could, but the little tube of muscle wasn't done yet. He leapt over the exuberant hounds and tangled around Cookie's legs for a panicked second before flying down a path towards the duck pond. I sprinted with the others in tow and yanked, just as Miss Purdy leapt at an angry swan twice his size. He flipped back, then ran in circles around the tree. I ran to the tree, tripping over the hounds, and finally caught up with the little beast as he ran under a park bench. I crawled under, and he ran out the other side. I passed the rod under again, freeing the line only to find him in full run after another squirrel. He tired out after another few runs, and by that time there was a small crowd cheering me on and howling. I landed 10.5 pounds of short-haired terrier after a thrilling 7-minute fight, and another than a torn bonnet. Miss Purdy seemed none of the worse for wear. We untied him, and Dottie put him back in the carriage. I slumped at the base of the tree. That was crazy, I said, breathless. That was nothing. Just wait till you hook up on a real bass, she said. A car horn honked, and a woman came out of the station wagon. Dottie, where the heck have you been, girl? Oops. Dottie hung her head slightly. She's been helping us, the Reverend began, but the woman didn't even look at him. We're so late, and your daddy word's sick. You know we can't fish without without that dog for luck. He's having a conniption. Now, get to the car. Get to the car this instant. Dottie's mom nodded to us. Sorry about her, she said. No, she's great, I said. But the lady was already marching Dottie up to the car. I looked at the Reverend, who stood transfixed. I don't believe it. You know who that was? Bill Chance's wife. But that would mean no water began to laugh. You just caught the bass chief's dog. All right. That was, oh, English. School book. Interesting to just jump right into a story, not knowing any of the characters, when the characters are so evolved. Because you probably know the characters like crazy. No food. Blueberries.
I have a dream that one day a man will fall out of the sky like some awesome superhero from a Hollywood blockbuster movie. And he, namely me, will wake you all up.
Yes, please. I have to do everything around here? No. When you wanna eat blueberries after 7 days of fast, what do? You take a blueberry and put it in your hands. Then you smell it. Oh dang, it smells divine. Look at that blueberry, it looks better than it's ever done. My blueberry. I'm thinking to myself, what am I gonna do the second I put it in my mouth? The blueberry, it might taste good. Whoops! It's between my teeth. Should I? I can still abort. No, I didn't. It tastes so good, that blueberry tastes so good. I'm dancing to myself 'cause I feel so good. The blueberry dance on the Wake Up Show. Blueberry to me, I feel good. I'm dancing like this, I could ever. Should I eat one more? I got a bunch of them on my thighs. I got 2 in my hands, I'm doubling up the force. Should I go for it? Got my thing on, got my thing on. And my party trick is going 2 blueberries between my fingers like whoop. Put it in my mouth, yo. Oh. Ka-choom. Yeah, oh, thank you. Thought you'd never ask. Well, you did. Okay. Oh, a silent, fast piece. Silent, fast piece. Day 7, and you're almost done. You're almost done. It's 38 or something minutes. You've done 7 days. Was it hard? Has there been some obstacles? Or was it really nice? It was great. Okay. How? It is great. That's okay. How? Not talking means actually listening. I have 3 kids, and I have 3 kids and a beautiful wife. And I usually talk a lot. Now I got to listen. Maybe for the first time? Nah. But it gave me space to not overreact, complain, argue. Okay, interesting. I became very peaceful inside. I've fasted before. So that was not a struggle. I fasted before, so that was not a struggle. But the silence was new. Yeah. Do you know yourself more now? Yes. There is great peace in the silence. You know what? The guitar player for Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, he says that the groove in music lies in the space between the notes. Yeah. You find God between the sounds, in the silence. Huh, nice. God can mean whatever you like. Yeah, that's true. But I like to use it as a placeholder for that which is unnameable. Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. Jeg kan ikke den sangen, da. It's kind of sad to ruin a really good song. You look wonderful tonight. With your plague hair. Oh yes, please. Yes, please. It was a really nice cacao ceremony we had earlier. I've never done that. I was kind of not a part of it, but I did taste it. It was really nice. Have you done like a full ceremony? Yeah, many times probably. Oh shit, 8 times with these guys. Okay, they're good. Now in the heart, yeah. Such a heartwarming people, like really like open, good, yeah. Please. Oh yeah, it was so amazing to end the fast with that ceremony. That was like a peak moment. It was like a perfect ending to a celebration like that? Because you felt it. You're like really. Yeah. Think. I think the only thing missing was my family. Oh yeah, nice. But they are always there in your heart. They're always here. Yeah. Yeah, because you actually like your family. Like, I guess everybody kind of does that has family, but you love them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. It's like, it is. Like, I'm not gonna argue. I like it. Okay. On a bigger perspective, the whole world is my family. Yeah. So that's truth for you? Like you feel that? Yeah. Have you seen that? Is that also like some of the motivation behind this project? Yes, we're in this together. Mm. I'm not going to exclude anyone. This is my family. And we need to start taking better care of ourselves. And each other. There never was any competition. Nobody is keeping score. Yeah, that's true. easy to forget. Not only easy to forget, very difficult to see once forgotten. Important to remember. You should not look at the time. We should jump. Is there? No, there's no food. They took the food. Yeah. Can I offer you some blueberries, my friend? Yes. Is that? I don't know. You want some cake? No, I'm good. I'm good. She. You don't like cake? What are you nailing? Of course I like cake. You look like an alien. No. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a long ass story. Oh, there's so many things wrong with me. Or not. You are perfect. Yes, that's what I was pointing to. Are we going to go into the source of joy? But tell me my biggest flaw. My biggest flaw. Wow. Flaw in my design? Probably that I'm still scared of things. Like really scared of normal things, like just expressing what I think. You know? To not let that filter stop me. Yeah, that's a flaw in the system, I would call it. What do you refer to as flaw? Like what are you pointing towards here? Like I also have like a crooked arm. Is that a flaw? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? That's a difficult question. What do you mean? What's wrong with you? How do you start to answer that question? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You said many things. Name one. That I'm scared of? Oh yeah, my flaws. I don't know. It's Well, I'm really bad at handling money. Like super bad. I guess that's a flaw. That's a weird bug in the system. What would you rather be without? I'd love to be without the, like we talked about, cake. Like the reason I don't eat the cake is because I'm a sugar addict. Well, that's at least my story from childhood. Like I use sugar to, that's like my escape drug. Like I think we all have different ways of escaping reality. And sugar is definitely like my biggest flaw, or one of them. Me too. Okay, so maybe we got that thing. But can you handle eating that cake? What happens? Like, I'm not gonna compare flaws and addictions here, but to me, like when you talk about like level of flaws, the sugar is like the one thing that sets me off course for maybe a week at a time. If I eat that cake, well, now I've gotten really good at it, but in like a few years back, if I had one piece of cake, I would eat like candy for 2 weeks, and I would lose in 3 days. My ability to focus would like drop by 30%, and I will like downward spiral into like almost like depression kind of phases, because like everything tumbles down. And the trigger was sugar, because the escape drug is so, like, humans are so interesting. Like the thing, human, the being thing, to me it's so interesting that we have all these, what do you call it? Like our own ways of putting like what do you call it, sticks in the wheels of just pure aliveness, or like to letting like the force, just like pure potential. For some reason we're like so scared of I don't know, feeling good. I don't know what we're scared of, but we somehow, at least I do, find like really simple ways to mess up a good stride. You know what I mean? That's a huge flaw in my system, at least. When things are going good, better find a way to fuck it up. Eckhart Tolle refers to this as the pain body. The pain body. Why? What, the mechanism of self-destruction? Mm-hmm. It takes you over and just it takes you over and just want the pain, and you just want the pain. I don't know. Whatever. What an enjoyable conversation. Oh, it's 20, when was the time? 34? 34? Holy shit. I'm gonna check if your mic is working. Two. Okay. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yep. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yep. You're watching your own show? That's sad. Yep.
I do believe I have found my roots. I am a horseman, a rider of horses. I think my Indian ancestors would be really proud of me. Just two bros in nature. We got this.
Jostein, er vi på? Du er på en, ja. Nå må du snart være lydmann. Han er på en, ja. Nå må du faen meg kle deg nå. Ordentlig. Nå skal du på TV, holdt jeg på å si. Sånn da. Skjerp deg. Hva er English? He's told me 3 times already. This is an international show. You have to speak to the American Trump and Biden voters. Like you care about. No. I wonder what your first word is going to be.
Fuck! Yeah, my children's gonna be real proud of me. What was the first words, Dad? I said, fuck. Holy shit balls in the mackerel sauce of existence. Damn. Damn. Whew. Okay. Okay. It's time. We sealed the deal on this motherfucker. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot. That's I mean to recall that swearing was for very special occasions, and this is a very special occasion because I haven't been speaking for 7 days. The silent fast for peace is officially over, and I'm back. Stronger than ever.
You have to push the button on the phone. The applause.
Sorry? That can be arranged. And I'm back. Stronger than ever. Oh, it's on silent. And I'm back. Stronger than ever.
Where's your problem? Oh, Jesus Christ. And I'm back, stronger than ever.
This is a man that's not giving up.
Giving what?
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for being a
Good,
guest
sir.
on the show, because it was, you know, it's been a lonely 7 days from a studio perspective.
Yes.
I had a visit by Christopher and Marte for 15 minutes,
All right.
and they gave me the sparkling water, which was great.
Oh.
Because one of the biggest drawbacks I find, at least, is that you get a horrible taste in your mouth when you don't eat anything, and it just doesn't go away.
So you're saying that humans taste bad?
No, I haven't eaten humans, man. Come on.
No, but you are human and you tasted
No,
yourself
but
for the first time in a long
mouth
time.
produces something, or there is.
How are you gonna?
So you brush your teeth, and obviously, like toothpaste, it tastes good the first 2 days, but toothpaste can only take you so far, man.
Can't take you home.
It cannot compete with raspberries, blueberries,
Yeah.
or
No.
other delicious fruits. Wow. Yeah. So it was a while back that I sort of decided I will have a silent week, and it was like for peace.
Mm-hmm.
And now people will obviously be like, for world peace or for inner peace, what's going on?
Mm.
And then I'm like, what's the difference?
Right.
Why are you all of a sudden assuming that you and the world are separate? What? That's insane. And so I had this vision of of being in silence, in solitude, alone for a week. But I have 3 children and a wife, and I was like, can I just go away? That doesn't seem like the perfect thing to do. And me and my wife talked about it, and she was like, maybe it could work out. But then I said, I really want to try this. And then all of a sudden it sort of came to me when I started doing the WakeUp Show from the dream, that I wanted to somehow like put it into the WakeUp Show, sort of like let the silent fast become a part of the show, which I thought was a great experience to sort of put yourself out there, doing nothing.
Mm.
Because humans have this idea that we have to do something all the friggin' time.
Mm.
And then there's this guy broadcasting him sitting there, reading a book, playing the guitar. He's not saying anything even. So what's going on? And that is the purpose of this project, is A, it will always come back to me. I can try as much as I like to push things over on others, make them responsible, sort of get me off the hook. But at the end of the day, it's on me to be me, and it's on me to be comfortable being me. And the silence really put me in contact with that. And the fasting as well. The fasting, I think, spoke somewhat to what you referred to about your cake and sugar addiction, whereas I will easily subvert to food to sort of not stay present. And I know this, but it's a vicious circle, and I found that it works well for me to just take a break from food, to center myself and get more sort of like into the now, the here, and like be fully present. Because you know when you find yourself, you're in the sofa, you're watching some TV show while you're eating some food, you're not, what are you doing? Where are you? Are you in the show? Are you in the potato crisps bag? Where are you at? And I think there's some fun to that as well, but there's like finding the balance, and I like fasting as a means of recalibrating. And the silence bit was the hardest part. Now, I had to break my silence twice because I had to drop off my youngest daughter to daycare twice. And I could not bring her to daycare without talking to her.
Talking to your daughter?
Yes.
Why?
And also telling the people at daycare which lunchbox was for lunch and which was for breakfast.
Well, you chose to not find a different way to do it.
Yes.
Yes.
And also,
because both of those are doable.
Yeah.
Assume.
But it was also pre-agreed upon with my wife.
Okay.
That I would not go deliver my kid off at daycare, not saying a damn word.
That's really fun.
So I was like,
to be that guy.
that's really fun.
It's really fun. That would be like even
But
more
you know,
comfort.
like, this is true story. Funnest thing. When I do the Wake Up Show from the Dream,
Yeah.
I am so fortunate as to get to borrow some camera equipment from the museum. And now, obviously, I deliver it back again. But I was silent fasting. And I'd let them know. So I said, I'll drop off the equipment, but I will not be speaking.
Yeah.
And I went there. But there was a woman in the front desk that didn't know about this.
Oh,
and
yeah,
didn't know me.
yeah.
And I'm standing there with all this equipment, and
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, how can I help you? And I'm like, showing my stupid...
Did you
like,
have the stupid sign?
Yeah, showing my stupid sign, and she's like,
She didn't know.
are you begging for what's going on?
Yeah.
And luckily, one of the people who know me came in, and we were laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, we're so used to people being able to
Yes.
state their intention. And
Did you ever got used to like during the 7 days? Did you get used to being just yourself with not using the speech, or was that situation difficult for you? Like for your
No.
No.
And I have to confess, like, all of it was pure fun.
Really? Wow.
Like, I was laughing so hard. And, you know, if I tried to tell people something, and I did end up sort of writing things like we did earlier in the episode, but I was going to ask my wife whether her parents were coming to visit.
Yeah.
And it was impossible.
What was impossible?
For me to explain. It
To
became
explain
sort
it
of
without writing.
Without writing it.
Yeah.
And we were laughing so hard because I was like pointing to me and her. We are parents, and are your and she was like, "What are you talking about?" And we were laughing so hard. So obviously, language is important, but like the important lesson I've learned is that you can be more. You don't have to talk all the time. And actually, most of the time, it would be better to remain silent, because you're just sort of putting stuff out there that doesn't really add anything to anyone. You're stating the obvious. Are you watching television? You know, like, yeah, like I wrote earlier, the whole thing where you sort of say your kids are being like messy at the table. They're kids, they will be messy at the table, it's okay. But as a parent, you become sort of like, maybe you should not be so messy at the table. And there is no point in saying that. It's not going to make them less messy. It's just going to make the situation into sort of like...
Have you ever done that and the kids just look at you like you're stupid?
Yeah. I've tried that.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hey, I'm having fun over here.
So that was actually like eye-openingly great. And
Was it difficult for you? What's the question? Did you learn something about yourself that you didn't like, but that was sad or painful, or about the way you were before? Or did you change in a way, you think?
I had very, very vivid and interesting dreams. And in one of the dreams, I sort of went into depressed wolf mode.
Okay.
And I got to experience him without being him. And that was really interesting. Because there was something about like he was insisting on staying in that pattern. Like, I can't get out of this, I can't get out of this, I can't get out of this. It's a vicious circle.
Yes. Is this a pattern you've had before? Have you like had depression? And is that like a part of your story?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And obviously it's important to remember that a story is just something you tell yourself.
Wow.
And by telling yourself it enough times, it becomes truth.
Yeah.
Not really true, but it feels really real.
Yeah, it does. So in this dream, you saw yourself, you experienced yourself as this depressed loop of yourself.
Yeah, and obviously I have been depressed,
Yeah.
but when you're in it, it's so hard to see it
Right.
from the outside. But getting to see it from the outside was really a like good experience, and also found a lot of compassion like towards myself, because it's the self-hatred that sort of keeps the loop going. It's like, you dumb fuck, why do you keep feeling sorry for yourself? Why do you're sort of digging yourself into this
That's at the
deep
bottom
hole?
of everything.
Yeah.
The self-hate, or the lack of self-love.
Yeah. So that was good. And there was also a very trippy dream where I got visited by aliens.
Oh yeah.
And they were really cool about it. That was fun.
About meeting you.
No, about the whole
Or what?
thing, because, or I wouldn't, like, aliens would be like one, timeless beings would maybe be a more precise.
Right.
But they were like checking in on me.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, you guys, hello, yeah, it's nice to see you guys." And they were like, "You holding on good?" And I was like, "I feel horrible in my thighs and in my lower back." And they were like, "That'll work itself out. Don't worry about it. It's just temporal." And so that was great. It happens every time I fast. Actually, it really.
The alien thing.
No, that's the first time, at least as I can remember. And then there was another one. That was during meditation. Jesus came to me and said, I quote, "We need to finish what we started, bro." And I was like, "Well, that's why I make the Wake Up Show, man." And he's like, "Damn right, son." And that is why I make the Wake Up Show. It's because I'm on a mission. I've found my sort of thing, and then all I have to do is do my thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. It's an unfuck-upable plan.
Should be a fucking bumper sticker right there. Just
Just do
do the thing.
the thing.
Find your thing and fucking do it.
Yeah, but daring to find a thing is hard, right? Because you're looking everywhere outside of yourself to find the thing, and then all of a sudden you sit with yourself long enough, and if I find the thing, it finds you. So that was good, and I had The older kids thought it was really fun that I wasn't allowed to talk.
How old are they?
They are 8 and 10.
8 and 10. That's a good age.
But we hugged a lot, and
little
like eye contact and all that stuff became so much more.
You closer to your family now, you think?
I feel more present with my family. I feel more present, like overall.
Yeah.
I feel more at peace with myself. And as my mission, a silent fast for peace, I found peace. I am keeping the peace. And as on the inside, it's on the outside. And I don't know how many times we need to be reminded of this. You can't keep thinking of yourself as separate. Because then the whole thing just, you know, have you seen the inside of a watch? There's all these, yeah, mechanical wheels. Yeah, and they're all a part of the clock.
Right.
But if one of the wheels be like, well, I'm not part of the clock, I don't feel like I belong here, I'm not separate.
Yeah.
It's going to fuck up the whole clock.
True.
And we as like humanity, like as a species, as a part of this planet, need to actually address that properly, and we can't keep like hiding it away and sort of looking in the other direction and saying, well, science is going to save this. It's going to be both things.
Yes.
Because if we keep insisting that we're separate entities and that we and the earth have nothing connecting us together,
Right.
then we're just going to keep on fucking the earth in the ass, and it doesn't even have an asshole, so it's absurd. Because we treat ourselves like shit, because we feel like shit, because we feel so separated from what we truly are.
Yes.
We're part of the whole thing.
That I 100% agree with you on that. I like when you were speaking now, I just remember like Øystein, I borrowed a book from him, or he gave me a book like 2 weeks ago or something about love, mastery of love or something.
Ooh,
like
nice.
Toltec wisdom, and in that he speaks about it's about relationships. And when you were talking about the world and people, basically it's relationships.
Yeah.
We can do the thing like everybody's the same, blah blah blah, or we can just agree on that there's at least in my reality there's relationships to everything.
Yeah.
And in that book, it speaks about like your only responsibility is like you can only be responsible for your half. There's like two sides or two relationship, and you're only responsible for your half. Like just make sure you live in a way that you enjoy. Like love yourself. Like and it spoke to me like when you and that's all you can do. Like everybody else has to like do their half. Like you can't do more than that, and it just like it hit me like when you were like doing your fast, and like you kind of like did like your half of like getting more in touch with yourself.
Yeah.
So that because that's the only thing you can do, and like the more whole that half becomes, like the better everything in this planet becomes.
Yeah, and you know, there were some people commenting, why on earth am I sharing this journey if it's a silent fast for peace? Which is a good question. Point being that you have to dare show your true color, and you have to actually allow yourself out there, be vulnerable and be true to yourself so people can see that it's actually possible. It is okay to love yourself. It doesn't mean that you hate everybody else. It brings compassion, it brings understanding, it brings tolerance. But we have this sort of, we mix the whole thing up and think it's being egotistical to sort of actually looking yourself in the mirror in the morning and truly caring for that person you see on the other side. Because that's you, and that's who you came to be. And what, you're going to be walking around thinking you're someone else and going to fix them. They have their journey.
Yeah, but it's like the only part you have, like
Yeah.
in the play. Like
You know, you're at
you're
the
just hired. To
you're hired as an actor for a movie, and you come on the set, and you're like, well, I can play the housewife also, and the kids. I can play all of them. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it.
I think the problem though is that we just don't know which part we're gonna play.
Yeah. How do we find out which part we're gonna play? I wonder. Does it help looking outside at other people, or in magazines, or movies? Or could one possibly have anything to gain by looking inwards at yourself? I wonder. It starts with you, it ends with you. You have to take care of you before you can take care of anyone else. I know it's hard, because it's so much easier to look at other people and see their flaws than actually daring to look at your own. Because it hurts, right? Because you're not perfect and you want to be perfect. You want to be able to eat a piece of cake and be like, I ate a piece of cake, no problem. It was a piece of cake. That's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, but you think you probably got a little funnier these past 7 days. You gotta start cracking more jokes, because that's also what happens. Like the more you just
The lightness of the whole thing, right?
Lightness, yeah, but you become so much more fun because, like, who said that? Anyway, CK, someone.
Louis
Said-
C.K.?
Louis CK, I think so. Like, he had his thing with like his brothers. Like, if you ever think of something funny, just say it. Like that was
Yeah, that's a good rule.
It's an incredible rule.
Yeah.
Because there's so much fun shit that happens every day that you don't dare to say.
Yeah.
And I've noticed personally, like the better I feel, like the more secure I am, the more I dare to just say whatever comes up, which might be a little bit on the edge of what's normally accepted. And I noticed, first of all, my life is so much more fun. But also, I'm not saying that I'm funny, I'm just saying that I have more fun. And people around me don't hate it. Like it seems like
There's a lightness to it, right? And you're comfortable being you. Because you've come into the room and try and impress everyone by being funny, because you want to be loved. That
hard.
comes from a completely different place.
Oh yeah, you can't even compare them because it's. Well,
How are we on time? We have a
I don't
sick
care.
guy or something, right?
We have a sick guy. Is it Corona, or is it just?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The plague. It's called the plague.
That's
Come
right.
on.
There was because that's the cool word. Oh, let me see if I don't think. Hey,
You're out?
Hey, yeah, two. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Like, I guess that's a natural place to
end the damn thing.
end the damn thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fix it.
There is a segment on the show. We always there was this story I was going to tell.
Yeah.
So there's a man in a village.
Fisherman?
No, that's from the Gift of No Water.
Yeah.
You should read the whole book. It's a great book.
Oh, the one.
Yeah. I'll get you a copy because it's my dear friend Eric Williams who wrote the book, and it's a beautiful book.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is a wonderful human being with such lightness, like we spoke about. Okay, so there's a man in a village, and there's this big mountain next to the village. And the man says to his friends, I'm going to go on top of that mountain to see what the world looks like from there. And the other friends of his, the villagers, be like, why on earth do you want to put yourself through the misery of walking uphill for hours and hours? What could possibly be the benefit of that? Then the man says, perspective. People ask me, why on earth do you go on a silent fast? For perspective. Because the only way to look at things from a different vantage point is daring to shift your view. And to do that, you have to actually do some difficult stuff. And yeah, it's much easier to just eat than not eat. It's easier to talk than not talk. But when I made a conscious decision to not to, I could look at the world from a totally different place. And I could look at myself from a totally different place. And I found more peace. And I chose this week because it was election in the United States, and you know this show is, and you know I'm a transatlantic,
Trans person?
No, I was born in the wrong country.
Okay.
So I was supposed to be born on the other side of the Atlantic. But then again, obviously I wasn't. Because I came here because I needed to meet up with you guys before I go across the Atlantic to do my thing over there. But there was this election, and it's a circus, and I was like, I don't need to be a part of that. I have my own journey. I can let that go. I don't need to be a part of that drama. And it was very liberating. And then you might say, well, don't you care who won the election in the United States? No. For one, it's a potato-potato scenario.
Not if Kanye would have won.
God damn it, that'd be great. That'd be fucking great. I totally agree on that, but I stand corrected.
Yes.
I forgot he ran.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know, when he's on the show,
Yeah.
we're gonna have such a good time.
It's gonna
I
be
am
good.
looking so much forward to that.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
There's so many insanely interesting people. Because all of them are. That's 7 billion, man. Or is it 8 now?
People are fucking.
People be fucking. What was my first word after 7 days? Fuck.
The most primal thing you can
Yeah.
think of. I wanna fuck! That's it.
It was like that. If you want to support the show, become a Patreon. Patreon.com/WakeUp Show. You can support the show, making it the greatest show ever.
Super awesome.
And you know
Let me
this.
tune in. So zoom the.
This is what I'm doing right now, and some smart ass put us in a capitalist reality, and well, we can help each other out. Yeah, become a patron. Watch the ULF Experience. It's a documentary about me becoming the next great American talk show host, and you get the joy of helping this thing become the thing. You can keep it because we have to wrap this up now because it's getting late, and we've been at it for hours, man. I've searched, like I always do, searched the internet far and wide to find a quote that seems to sort of sum up this episode perfectly. Now this was a harder search because this seemed more like I went so deep, you know, into the silence and all. But I believe I found the one. It's okay? I love you, man. Do you still have sound?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Do you want to read the quote? I'll hold it up and
I
you
can read
it.
if I can see it from here. Let me just get the... I'll read it. Yes? Are you ready?
Yeah.
If you want to make the world a better... That's right. I forgot. Sorry. This is funny to me. I love this quote, but it's very funny. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson fucking wrote a song. It starts with you. If you're gonna spend your entire life putting the blame on other people to make the wrongs right, you're getting nowhere. If you fix yourself by loving yourself, it's easy. Just look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you, buddy. And mean it. From the heart. And you know what's cool about the heart? It's bottomless. It's not like there's not enough love to go around. You can just... It's like a never-ending thing. I've completely lost track there. Sorry, it's been a long day. You do some fancy stuff over there.
Well, we're like 7 hours in, so
Yeah,
you gotta amuse
sense.
yourself.
That makes sense. I'm going to play a song at the end.
You are?
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I couldn't learn the lyrics because I was not talking. Are you going to play?
I don't know the song.
I'll play.
You know.
I'll play the song. You'll hold the paper. But before we play the song, how the fuck do we play the outro clip? Okay, you have.
I can press the thing.
No, not until after the song.
Yeah.
But Ken, when you read the book, that was the best thing. That was so great. Thank you so much for being a guest and technician on the show. I love you, man.
Thank you.
For real. Unconditionally.
Thank you.
And Rabbe, I love you too, even though you're maybe sick and have the plague or whatnot. I don't know. He'll get through.
Are you on Tinder?
And to this is the camera. To my viewers, I love you guys. Thank you for watching the show. We'll be back next week, but then we're back in the dream, because now we've been in Oslo, and that's been delightful. But I'm a dreamer. Now, that's a perfect segue to the song. Oh, God damn, you're so great!
He's a dreamer. This guy, the host of the WakeUp Show. Mr. Bull, he's dreaming, he's laughing, he's crying, he's got his new hair, the plague hair, looking good. Now he wants to sing a song for everyone in this world, because he loves them like himself. Imagine there's no...
Cute salty dog. Why are you you're not on the show every time playing the guitar and making cool songs? Man! Oh, lost the lyrics. Also forgot to say, thank you to my wonderful family for putting up with all my shenanigans. I love you, and don't worry. Crazy in a good way. Right? Okay. With the whole, maybe it's too far away, man. I don't have my binoculars with me.
Old people glasses.
I can put it here, but then it's harder to look up.
I will hold it for you.
Like
It
this?
will be my last.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. What's the next one?
No.
Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace.
Ignore it.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one, will be as one.
Sing riktigt nu.
Imagine no possessions.
Vad är det säga nästa?
I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine
all the people.
Sorry. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Run the outro clip. Yeah.